next time he comes up to me, I'll him up so bad, dude. I don't like the way you're looking at me. Back up. You understand? Get back! Get back!
Any given shift, the police officer knows that when they show up to work, they can encounter a person who has decided to end it all. And the officer has an incredibly challenging situation to deal with because no officer goes to work wanting to make that choice. And as challenging as that situation is, sometimes there are other people in the form of bystanders and witnesses who make the situation even more for the officer to deal with. This is one of those.
Steve is that front and 3. What's happening, Steve? Question for you. While we chat, can you just put the knife down?
No, that's all right. Why don't you back up for me a little bit?
No, I won't.
The judge told you to?
No. So I have a question for you. You had a fight with a guy over at the Marine View apartment. I was wanting to get your side of the story on it.
By looking at the original video, it looks like the officers are looking for a subject that was involved in a situation on a previous day.
Yeah, some guy fucking came up to me and was standing over me and yelling at me and fucking like right on my shit, telling me I gotta leave in the next 10 minutes or he's gonna call the cops. So, and then he had his shirt off and he was real confrontational. And fucking, something happened, we got to a scuffle. I tried to get him away from me, but like he was like right in my face, so I was just like intimidated, and I don't even know what happened. But he pushed me, I pushed him basically. I think he pushed me over my stuff, so I just fucking left. I had to go take a shit. I just got done moving my shit. Then I had to go take a shit, but this guy's like, oh, if you don't move all your shit, you know, he's going to get rid of it or something. And he said something to me like that before, and I told him to stay away from me, and he's going to call the cops, just tell me to leave, or from a distance, or call the cops, because I wasn't blocking the door. If I was, I could have not blocked it instantly, but he fucking needs to know how to, like, watch his voice and shit. I don't act aggressive or disrespectful to anybody. I don't like being
244 Front Street.
Okay, right off the bat, we have some interesting things. The police are looking to encounter this subject, it appears. They found him, and we have some challenges. So there's a dog, and we never know how the dog is going to act. And as a dog lover myself, I never ever want to hurt a dog, and I know dogs want to protect their owner. It's what their job is. We got weather to deal with. This is in Alaska, it looks like. And so you got wetness, potentially a rain jacket. And they seem familiar with the guy. He calls him Steve, and it looks like he knows him. And then we have something that's really significant, is that this guy was asked to put a knife down, and he refuses to put a knife down. So this can go a lot of different ways.
Hey, Steve, I got a sleeping bag, so don't worry about that.
As soon as he went to a karate stance, I grabbed him up and I put my thumbs on his eye, so he knew it's like, look, I mean, just leave. And then he didn't get it. He pushed me aggressively, like he attacked me again. So, you know, I was trained, but he won't never fight me again because I was trained to, if ever you put your finger on somebody's eye, they just automatically know not to fight you anymore. They'll just avoid you. It's a psychological thing. So I don't think I'll have any more problems with him. And he walked by me today, and it was just like, But I think that's weird, like he was looking for me or something, because he never goes down that way.
So you've been asking for it, and I think we got it right this time. We got the merch site set up. So if you want one of these, this is one of those t-shirts. They're now up on the Sergeant Curtis merch site. We're starting to put up the merch. This is the first shirt that's on there. So if you want your shirt, go to merch.sergeantcurtis.com. That's merch.sergeantcurtis.com and get your This Is One of Those t-shirts. And the rest of the shirts will be going up pretty soon after that. So grab your shirt while you can.
Okay. So in essence, he was in front of you being confrontational.
Yeah, he was like right over me.
Uh-huh.
And fucking he's telling me to leave. And I asked him, I'm like, well, why do you need it? And he said it like twice, but he said it like, wait, closer than you, like right next to me, like right here. And fucking, and then he's staring me down too at the same time. I can't even move. I can't even move with him next to me, basically. And then fucking, I stand over my shit and I tell him, you know, why don't you go call the cops? But then he fucking, like, it's like still right in front of me and staring at me while he's doing it. Just being an asshole. So, and fucking, I don't know what happened. But that's basically the run of it.
Do you remember punching him?
I didn't punch him.
You didn't punch him?
I don't think so. If I did, though, he made me feel threatened. I got anger management problems, like I said. I've been kicked out of 2 schools. I've been, you know, but always for defending myself. And I got, you know,
Okay, a lot of things that are very, very interesting here. See all these citizens walking by, and this guy's just playing with a knife. I can tell you, for me as a citizen, as I was walking by and noticed this, I would definitely draw my attention to see this guy playing with this knife while he's talking to an officer. Many officers would not continue their interaction while this person was playing with the knife. However, this is this officer's stop and his decision to do that. And maybe he feels somewhat safer because this subject, Steve, is sitting down, and maybe he doesn't want to escalate the situation by doing a whole bunch of other things. But again, it's his call, and he has made that choice and that decision. From a negotiator, and a lot of you know that I was a negotiator, so language, I listen to every single word that a person says when they're engaged. The officer said something to the effect of, you had a fight. Okay, that could be very accurate to what happened, but if we're concerned about escalating the situation, is there an alternate form to present that same thing with them that doesn't seem accusatory? Because it seems like this guy might be somewhat confrontational. And so one way to minimize that, and young aspiring officers, I want you to practice this when you watch these videos, instead of saying you had a fight, how about saying there was an incident earlier with you, or you were involved in a situation? Basically, same exact thing, doesn't have the accusatory tone. And this is merely constructive because I want to make sure that I help the young aspiring officers going forward. So officers call his stop.
Charges are going to be filed against you for assault.
I'm going to press charges on him, but last time I tried to press charges, you guys wouldn't let me do it.
Yeah.
When somebody was trying to...
Yeah, so you are the aggressor in this based on the video footage.
I don't admit to that.
Well, I know you don't admit to it, but I'm just letting you know that charges will be filed on you for assault.
So something very interesting here is that the officer made the call to say that he's being charged, that he was the aggressor, and he's letting the guy know where the investigation stands. I don't know if there is a backup en route. I believe maybe there would be under the circumstances. Is it a better choice to wait till the other unit gets there before we let on the fact that this person is definitely the suspect in the case and charges are going to be filed against him? Can we just continue some kind of just conversation while we stall for our backup to get there? Having a non-accusatory conversation with the person while you wait for backup as a stalling tactic is something that a lot of officers use. It's very tactical. And again, I don't know all the details from this. I'm just giving some tools for young aspiring officers to utilize in case you're in a situation where you have a person playing with a knife that could be potentially dangerous.
Next time he comes up to me, if you don't get someone else, I'll fuck him up so bad, dude. And that's on you, too. So you need to tell him that so that he knows.
Well, I think the problem was you were in a spot where you're not supposed to be, and he told you to leave.
No,
and you're not leaving.
I was right on the sidewalk. I might have been over the ledge a little bit, trying to stay out of people's way. That's what I was doing, dude. What do you mean? Where am I supposed to go right now while I'm trying to get my fucking record cleared from you guys? Because some dumbass cop wants to jump around the corner.
Well,
I don't like the way you're looking at me. Back up. You understand?
put the knife down.
What is that?
Put the knife down.
Are you a little bitch?
Put the knife down. 161, 1069.
So that 1069 emergency situation for an officer, everybody's going to be rolling code to the situation now, justifiably so. And when I say roll code, I mean lights and siren, emergency situation, officer needs assistance.
You don't care about walking straight up to me
Put the
like
knife
that,
down.
like overbearing with your gun?
Put the knife down.
Threatening it all?
Put the knife down.
You told me to get close
Put the
to
knife
you.
down.
That's what you've been telling me the whole time.
Put the knife down right now.
Hey, I want to get close
Steve,
to you.
stop. You're under arrest. You're under arrest. Put the knife down. Put the knife down.
I'm going to put you under arrest. You
Put the knife down.
You got a few seconds until I put you under arrest.
Steve.
You understand?
Steve, you're going to put the knife down.
Okay, well, you know what? This is assault.
Put the knife down.
Under arrest for assault.
Put the knife down right now.
Because I'm just
Put the knife down. You are under arrest.
I'll kill you for that.
Put the knife down. You're under arrest.
Put the knife down, Steve! Don't run at me.
Steve, put the knife down.
No, Steve! No! Put your knife down. Put the knife down, Steve!
Steve, put the knife down.
Right now! Stop freaking out! Stop freaking out, dumbass! Put it down! You see this guy? You see this guy? What did I do? What did I do? I'm a professional knife fucking juggler. I'm a professional knife juggler. These motherfuckers pull their guns out on me for no reason because they're scared of me. And they're trying to harass me, push me around, make me move.
Back up.
To kill me. That's what it's about.
Now, while it's not surprising for officers to find themselves involved in dangerous situations involving people like this guy, it's also important that people understand that they can find themselves in the same exact position, which is why it is absolutely vital to make sure that if you or your loved ones find yourselves on the wrong end of a serious injury, you choose the right team to be on your side. Since getting justice after the fact is just as important as getting it in the moment, which is why I partnered with Morgan & Morgan. They're America's largest injury firm, and for good reason. You see, you don't get that title unless you win a lot. In fact, they've been winning cases for the people for over 35 years, with a track record of collecting more than $30 billion for their clients along the way. And the best part about Morgan & Morgan is their fee is completely free unless they win. Plus, it only takes about a few minutes to see if you have a case. You can start your claim in seconds by going to Morgan & Morgan's website at forthepeople.com/Curtis, or simply scan the QR code you're looking at right now and get started today.
Back
Run
up.
me ragged to kill me!
Put the knife down.
Why don't you guys some break, motherfucker? I helped you guys out. My life around beating this out. I never did nothing wrong to you guys.
Steve, put the knife down.
Steve, put the
No,
knife
this is my
down.
favorite knife.
Steve, put the knife down.
Why? Am I coming after you?
Knock it off.
Why are you pointing your gun at me? Steve, assault, you're under arrest.
Steve, put the knife down now.
Clear the sidewalk!
Steve,
Clear the sidewalk!
They don't got more rights than you. They got less rights than you.
Stop.
You are under arrest. I placed these soldiers under arrest.
Clear the sidewalk!
Under arrest, they wouldn't even let me file charges last time there was an issue with me, and I was just sitting there. I was
Steve,
literally just
put
sitting
the
there.
knife down.
crocheting.
You're under arrest.
No, I ain't. You're under arrest.
Steve, put the
No,
knife
I'm
down.
serious to the death,
Knife down
motherfucker.
now.
Steve, put the knife down.
Please, you're my fucking.
Go inside!
Do something.
Go
And
inside!
stop approaching me the way you do.
Stop.
When I
Steve,
tell you
put
no,
the
don't
knife
come
down.
over to me like that. The judge
Go
told you to
inside.
stay away from me.
Steve, you're under arrest. Put the knife
For
down.
what?
Knock
For
it off.
what?
Assault.
Because you don't like what I win.
If you see right here what I have noted, that there's a person standing right there that's attempting to get themselves involved in the situation. So you have officers giving commands from one side to get that person the heck out of the way, and then you have this officer who's directly on with this Steve subject trying to de-escalate him and get him to put the knife down. And the person in the middle is attempting to kind of intervene and assist. And I'm gonna talk more about that because this happens.
He assaulted me. He assaulted.
Back up.
Hey, back down, dude. Come on. All right. Hey, call my sister if they kill me, because they're gonna try and tase me.
Knock it off.
Nobody's gonna go charge me. I'm always ready to. I ain't a liar. I'm retarded.
You don't need to
I'm
die.
retarded. I got
Nobody
a
needs to
12.9
die.
plus
You put the knife down.
comprehension level, dumbass. I'm retarded. I don't lie. I remember every fucking part of this whole fucking stupid shit. You think I'm gonna take a fucking assault on an officer because of fear? Fear because of what? Motherfucker came jumping out, put my life in danger when he jumped right in front of me with his gun, coming around the corner like he's Rambo. And they've been fucking with me ever since. Fuck you guys. The judge said, stay away from me because she knows you're stupid.
Nobody needs it, man. You just need down.
Yeah, people do need to
Nobody needs
do. They do need to so that maybe somebody doesn't need to. And then what would that be if somebody didn't need to? And then everything's. What if death isn't even death to me and my religion? You got mad because I stood up and looked you eye to eye, you fucking
Steve,
fucking retard.
you need to put the knife down, buddy.
Okay, so I want to talk about some things. This is a very high level thing and really super challenging for the officers to deal with because, again, you had these civilians getting involved. You have the positioning of where the subject Steve is and where the rest of the officers are and all these people that are on the street. Some tools I'd like to share. And again, it's not lost on me that I set my air conditioner to 875 degrees and I'm sitting in this very comfortable space talking about this, but I have been trained in this and this is something that I've actually done and I hope that this helps someone going forward. When you are talking about weapons, remember, you have to become almost like a YouTube censor because it's helpful to try to de-escalate the situation. And I'm not suggesting that that would have worked here, but let's talk about some of the alternates. They keep talking about put the knife down, put the knife down. And a trained negotiator will almost always alternate that to that thing. Go ahead and put that thing down because it softens and takes the power away from this knife. I mean, because it continues this aggressive mindset. The other thing is that when the word die, you're gonna keep it. And if I don't know if YouTube's gonna censor me saying die, I hope not, but because it's gonna sound really weird. But can you use an alternate word to die? Like if the guy Steve throws that at you, an alternate could be, we don't have to talk about that. What we're talking about right now is getting this situation resolved. Explain to me again what happened today so we can figure this thing out together. I'm here to work with you. Steve, I'm here to work with you. And then you can also say, I got commands, or you can let everyone know, I got commands, I'm talking, and then they can focus on tactical. Now again, this is a hypothetical situation. I have a very small sliver of a window of looking at this, and what I'm just trying to do is extrapolate some positive ways of dealing with situations like this going forward. But from what I'm seeing, the officers are definitely on the de-escalation mode. These are just some tools to assist.
Put the knife down. This guy's under arrest. These two are under arrest. Approaching me
They could have sent me a letter on a piece of paper, and I would have turned myself in if it was a big deal. I'm used to it. You know what I told a judge one time? And he said, I'm going to send you to prison for the rest of your life if you don't quit smoking. Steve, I said,
Steve.
No, thank you, sir. I don't think I ever will.
Steve, you are under arrest, buddy. You need to put the knife down.
Okay, so now we have a further escalation by the subject, Steve. He's placed this backpack forwards intentionally, which is now makeshift body armor, which can rule out some of the less than lethal options being as effective. It rules out taser being as effective. It can still be effective, especially the new taser model, Taser 10. We still have the option of beanbags or batons, which can be effective, but it's going to be much more challenging. So the subject has escalated the situation again with this makeshift body armor, something to take into consideration. And listening to his language and speech patterns and his aggression and irritability, there are things that we have to take into consideration, that we could be dealing with a person who is UICS or under the influence of a controlled substance, most likely some type of upper illegal, usually a white powder. The agitation, the irritability, those are things that definitely take into concern. And that could also be something that is a mental health challenge that he's dealing with. And it can and likely could be both. Very, very common.
Tell me what I'm under arrest. Hey, why? Are you going to shoot him? You don't have a gun. Get on it. You guys are fucking pussies. Motherfucker, Florida, get your ass kicked. Then come back. No, give me my, where are my other knives? I got like 12 knives you guys have now.
Hey, throw that one. Put that one down.
No, no.
Drop the knife.
I said no.
Drop the knife.
Gee, drop the knife. Shoot me. Do me a favor. I don't believe in like death like you guys do. Maybe I'll do the next one. But it'll be better than this one with a bunch of dumb. Hey, how do I have the same phone?
Get off the sidewalk!
That's impossible for me to have the same device.
behind you walking
You know that? You know that?
Where?
Yeah.
Get off the sidewalk!
Get back! Hey, get back!
Get back. Hey. Hey, lady. Hey.
So we have another person here who's attempting to intervene into the situation and get this person, Steve, to, I guess, put down the knife. Now, these in policing are called TPIs, or third-party interveners. Negotiators, that's a term that we use, because sometimes a third-party intervener tries to insert themselves into a situation because they feel that they have the ability to de-escalate the situation. And in some rare occasions, a third-party intervener would be allowed, but not like that, not right next to a person who's acting in this manner with a knife. They make it much more difficult. The officer's commands should be followed by the person because they make it so incredibly more difficult. And if there's an obstructing charge that should be had, it's a person who does something like this because it makes it so much more difficult. Another interesting point from a negotiator side is this dog. Some people might not even be thinking about the fact that he has a dog. In every jurisdiction, there is a Steve or someone similar to a Steve who's a person who looks to be homeless, who has a dog, and may have some mental health challenges. Every officer that's watching this is going to say, yes, we have someone like that. And they care about their dogs. A hook. I don't know if that would work here, but a hook could be the dog. Hey, Steve, listen, all of this is getting your dog freaked out. What's his name? Bo? Let's just all slow down. We don't want Bo freaking out. Let him start to focus on the dog potentially. Now, again, I told you it's 75 degrees and I'm watching a video. It's not lost to me the fact that I'm talking to a YouTube group of people, but these are things that can potentially help, that I have seen help, that I have seen work. How this plays out is a very good learning opportunity for officers and viewers, people who could potentially be on a jury.
Total effigy just because we can't be sure about it.
So you're saying that this guy is getting
Get out of there.
Get out of the way. I told him to shoot me again because he's been disrespectful in the past. I told him to stay away from
I'm not going to be able to hold it. So he's got the female who just interjected and then...
really close to me. Like, not doing what I told him to do.
Get out of the way!
Okay, so we have a really good tool that's just showed up. It's 40 millimeter. This 40 mic, it could launch batons, it could launch chemicals, it can launch pepper, and it hurts. It's very versatile and it's very painful. Seen it work many, many times where the person just somewhat painful, they drop an edged weapon.
Don't worry, he's still got the knife in his hand. He's been told he's under arrest, but he's refusing.
Okay. I'll
Wait for...
Don't come any closer.
If you don't move, I'm going to arrest you when we're done for interfering. Get out of the way. Cross over into the street.
Terry, don't worry about... Terry, don't
I'm
worry.
letting him know later on. He's getting arrested.
Right in my face.
Cross the street.
No, I'm sorry. I'm probably gonna.
Trooper, I have a 40, just so you know.
Good job letting the trooper know that he has that 40 mic, because if he deploys it, the other officers, if they don't know that the 40's there, they could potentially think that it's lethal, and then they would engage potentially lethal, not knowing what's going on, because there's things that you say before you deploy the 40, and it's good that he would verbalize that he has it, because the trooper is not necessarily in the same jurisdiction as he is.
Hey, work for the homeless people.
All right,
Now,
hey,
not
I need you to step
down.
You need to get out now. Leave.
away.
Or you're going to be arrested for interfering as well.
I don't want you to get hurt. Get out of the way, please. Get out of the way.
He's stopping him.
So he still has a knife in his hand. I told him he's under arrest. He won't listen.
Work for the homeless people.
Get out of the way. You're going to be arrested for interfering.
Yeah, you guys need to go.
Okay, so I want you to look at the officer that has the 40 millimeter in his hand. And if you look, he has a white round held between his fingers. That's an additional round. And I want to talk more about how this weapon is utilized and the challenges that come with it. But it's interesting that you'll know that point.
Stop pointing at me right now. I'm gonna come kill you.
Hey,
You're not safe.
40? Get ready for...
Hey, I'm gonna
He's
come
going
kill
to
you.
use yours like he's got the knife.
Put in the...
Now,
40.
I'm gonna kill you.
Stop right there.
I have to do this because
Stop
you're pointing
right
that gun at me.
40 up. Let's go. Hey, stop right there. You stop right there. I'll shoot you. I'll shoot you. Stop right there. Stop right there. I will shoot you.
Stay on line. Stay on line. Do it. Do it.
Do not move.
Do it.
Don't get any
Kill me.
Get back. Get behind the car. 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 Shots fired. Suspect down. We need that knife. He's got the knife still. Kick it out of his hand.
you fucking
Get up. Stay back.
Look at my forehead. It's right there.
I'm gonna kill you. You're not. I have to do this because you're pointing that gun at me. 40 up. Go. Hey, stop right there. You stop right there. I'll shoot you. I'll shoot
Stop right there.
Stop right there. I will shoot you. Stay on line. Stay on line. 40 up. 40 up. Do it.
Do not move.
Do it.
Don't come any closer. I will shoot you.
What did I do to you?
I will shoot you.
I will shoot.
Stop. Get back. Got it.
Got the knife still. Kick it out of his hand.
Get back.
Do it. Do it.
Do not move.
Do it.
Alive.
Get back. Get back. Stay on line. Stay on line. Get behind the car. Get behind the car.
Shots fired.
Suspect down. He's got a knife. He's got the knife still. Kick it out of his hand.
Get back. Get back.
Get up.
He's got Suarez license. He's got the knife. 40.
I have to do this because you're pointing that gun at me.
40 up. Let's go.
Hey,
Stop right there. You stop right there. I'll shoot you. I'll shoot you. Stop right there. Stop right there. I will shoot you.
stay on line. Stay on line.
40 up. 40 up.
Do it.
Don't get any closer. I will shoot you.
What did I do to you?
I will shoot you. I will shoot
You're right. You're clear.
Get back! Get her back! Where's my gun? You okay? On my side.
Whoa, that was intense. A lot of stuff to talk about. We got multiple views of this high-level situation. Some things I really want to talk about. So the first thing is the civilians that either got right in between the officers while the officers are attempting to do their job, or people who are out recording, or just standing out on the street watching this. This is not the way to behave as a sober, sane adult. If you are in a situation where people have weapons drawn and it's obviously a situation where you need to be out of the way, I get that people can be be inquisitive. Another way is to call it is nosy. This is not the time to do that. You make the situation so much more difficult for the officers. Don't be that person. Now I want to talk about the 40mm operator. It was a nightmare scenario. What he did was absolutely heroic. Let me explain. That knife was big. I've been stabbed before. I've told you that. And it's painful. And to see a person running at you with a knife when you have a less lethal baton, and I told you earlier that I was going to explain to you that he was holding that round. He has to open that breech and reload it. It's not a semi-automatic weapon. And he actually screamed when Steve actually changed directions and came at him and he went backwards. Phil, after deploying empty 40 Mike, he drops it and then goes to his firearm. The other officers saw the danger that he was placed in and they engaged with lethal. And that's what took Steve down. Every police officer has nightmares, and one of those nightmares is someone coming at them with a weapon and they can't get their rounds off at that person. That perspective gives me chills to think about. That's what that officer had to see. So if you're ever on the street and something like this happens, please don't hang out on the street. Get to a safe area because it just makes the situation much more challenging. And you know what? On this note, I want to shout out a group of people because it seems like this guy was homeless, and there are homeless advocates that help people who are homeless. Some people end up in a bad situation in their life and they end up homeless. And there are people who volunteer their time and work that full time. And I want to shout those people out because they would not do this kind of intervention in the middle of a police action. They're just out there trying to help people get off the street and into safe housing. And shout out to you. I dealt with you many, many times downtown Las Vegas. We had quite a few of them. So shout out to the groups that are working downtown Las Vegas and all the other downtown areas that are helping homeless people. Continue to do the good work that you do. No one wants to see a person lose their life under the circumstances, and the officers have a safe mental health recovery after deploying their firearms and having to ultimately take a person's life. If you like this kind of content, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click on the video that's on your screen for more content just like this.